Hello, I'm James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. We'll start the timer, and this is going to be somewhat of a short video. We're going to cover a specific kind of a half cadence called the Phrygian half cadence. Phrygians, first time that we've run across this word, and we will see it again. Phrygian half cadence. Start with a grand staff. Now the Phrygian half cadence is a type of a half cadence that happens in minor, and let's go ahead and do A minor so we don't have to write any sharps or flats. And it's specifically these chords in minor. It's a subdominant 6 resolving to a dominant chord. That can be a dominant 7th, by the way. And what gives it this name Phrygian? I'll try to make this quick. Phrygian is a scale or a mode that we'll learn eventually. In classical or tonal music, we don't tend to learn modes until very late, but if you're a jazz musician, you learn modes right at the beginning. It's sort of one of those big rifts in jazz versus classical. But just to put things short, the Phrygian scale starts with a half step, and it's the half step that gives it its personality. So if we look at these chords, we're ending up with a dominant chord, which is E in the bass, and then the subdominant is a D minor, so there's an F in the bass. We have a half step happening here. That's the way that you mark half steps, by the way, is that with that little tent marking. And it's specifically these two chords. I don't even need to part write these because we know how to part write these very well by now. But it's specifically the subdominant 6 to dominant in minor. So it's important that we do know this at least. So if you ever run across this, theory teachers love to put this on tests, by the way. I know from being a theory teacher. The Phrygian half cadence is only in minor, and it's the subdominant 6 to the dominant, and it still acts like a half cadence. It's just a really specific type of a half cadence. Thank you.